What's up guys, it's Emily. So today's video is going to be a girl talk for you guys about the importance of moving in silence. And I'm going to get really in depth with this type of video because I feel like a lot of people kind of just make that mistake of not telling your business and big changes that are happening in your life and social media. It's just going to be a mix of things in one video, and I'll explain what exactly I mean by moving in silence and the importance to it. So before I get started, give this video a fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to always be notified with my videos. Comment what you guys think of this girl talk and let me know down in the comments if I cover everything, and if you guys want to see more girl talks, let me know topics you guys want me to cover. And I do have a playlist of all my girl talks, so I definitely have everything organized with my videos. So if you specifically want to go see all my girl talks, it's in one playlist. It is not hard to find. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get this started. Okay, so girl talk about the importance of moving in silence. What I mean by moving in silence is not that I mean like moving into an apartment or anything like that. It's more of big life changes. What I'm talking about is basically why it's important to be moving in silence about big changes that are happening in your life. Now, why I think it's so important is because, number one, people are never rooting for you. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. People are never rooting for you. People are never going to be happy for you because people are very judgmental and people want to be where you're at. You know, everybody kind of takes life as like a competition, like you're more ahead of them and then they're more far behind, or they're ahead of you and you feel like you got to be where they're at, basically. And to be honest, guys, it is no time limit of making big changes in your life, whether it's getting an apartment, getting married, having a baby, going to college, getting your first car, getting your first apartment. It does not matter. Time is when time is ready for you, when it'll be ready for you, basically. So basically what I mean is, like, the universe works in mysterious ways of things kind of just falling on your path and it's happening the way it's supposed to. And the one thing I'm gonna say, the first thing I want to say is my tip about moving in silence is do not announce it to family, friends. If you're doing it with your significant other, then that's more than fine, but don't announce it to anybody like family and friends, because they're gonna expect you to have that apartment or that job or that baby, and then something might not fall through the way it was supposed to. So that's my number one tip, is don't basically premeditate. I know it gets exciting and your emotions kind of get the best of you and you want to like basically tell everybody, but sometimes when you do that, it's kind of basically jinxing yourself by telling people your business. And like I said, guys, people are never rooting for you. And I know that sounds kind of harsh to say, but especially if it's your own friends and family, some people could be just wanting bad for you, basically. And I know that sounds like kind of crazy to say, but there are people out there that are never rooting for you to get where you want to be. And some people are, and you know, it's just how life works. You come across people that you think that your friends and your family, and they're the ones that want you to bring you down the most. So definitely don't announce your business right away until you have that apartment key or that car key, or you get that phone call about a job that you really wanted, or you got that test taken that you could get pregnant. You know, it's things like that. Just don't do it, because people, like I said, people are not going to be rooting for you. And moving in silence is my second tip, is basically moving in silence is very important for your privacy. And why I say that is because moving in silence, if you're putting your business to this person and this person and that person and this person, it's going to be like everybody's going to make up their own stories to one another, and it's not going to even be what you said. Or it's just going to be different stories lingering around. And basically, I feel like privacy is especially important if it's like a decision of you and your partner that's making, or just for yourself. It's very important because when you don't have privacy about big things that are happening for you, it's kind of like gonna manifest of something. It'll be like a jinx of not happening for you, basically. I feel like privacy is the best policy, especially when it's your own life. You don't really have to speak up to anybody about your business, whether it's a car, whether it's an apartment. You know, nobody's ever going to be fully happy for you because it's a big change, you know? It's a big difference for your life, and they sometimes think of like the negatives before the positives, and sometimes you just got to throw yourself in a situation, like if you're moving to another state, or if you're getting your first apartment, or you're deciding to have a baby, or you got this job that you always wanted. Sometimes you just have to throw yourself in it and just see where it takes you. Just take the steering wheel and just see where it takes you. I know it's a scary feeling, especially if it's a big change. Like, that word change is like, I'm going to put it right here. The word change is the most scariest word. And I know that for sure because I don't personally like change when it comes to like big things happening. Like when I first moved out of New York City and I moved to a state that was completely different from like a city aspect. I moved to a city, I lived in a city my whole life, and then going to basically the suburbs, it was a big difference for me. It was a big change. It was a big change for my family. It was a different atmosphere. It was a different people. It was just a lot of different changes. But, you know, when you don't have privacy and you don't give yourself that, like, it's kind of like self-love in a way. It's like letting yourself know, like, you deserve that privacy until you're ready to tell people, like, hey, I just bought my first apartment. And if they get mad at you, they could get mad at you. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to tell anybody your business. You don't have to tell people that you got your first apartment. You don't have to tell people that you're pregnant. You don't have to tell anybody anything. At the end of the day, if it makes you happy about moving in silence and having that privacy for yourself, then you're more than welcome to have that privacy. And some people think that, oh, because you're close friends, or because we're family, or because of this, because of that, or you're like best friends with this person, they think that they're the, like, it's kind of like being entitled, that they're supposed to be the ones to know. And sometimes it doesn't work like that, because people just are, like I said, people are never going to be happy for you, and you don't want that type of energy, especially if it's something that's like positive. If it's something that's like a dramatic change for you, you're gonna get comments. So the next tip I want to give you is the importance of moving in silence is the negativity. Why I say negativity is going back to what I just said, comments and getting basically talked down to, and negativity and things like that. Some people are not for a big move. Some people are not for the decisions you make for yourself. Some people think because you're young-minded you don't know what you're doing. And I'm going to be 23 this year, and a lot of people still look at me like I'm like 16 years old and I don't know what I'm doing, and you know, I have nothing going for myself. But that's the thing. I've been moving in silence and people don't know that. I don't have to put my business out on YouTube for people to find out my business. Or I don't have to basically tell people on social media about every little thing I'm doing. Or just making big changes for myself. You know, sometimes it's a healthy thing to stay away from that negativity and that the toxicity of people, because like I said, there's people out there that don't, that are not happy within themselves. I'm trying to get like my words right, guys. That are not happy with themselves because you're going above where they wanted to be in once in their life. And like I said, it's not a competition, but it's okay to stay away from that negativity. If you need to cut off toxic people because you're moving in silence, or people don't like your decision, that is perfectly okay. If people don't support your decisions, that's not your true family. That's not your true friends. That's not your true best friends. Even if it's your significant other, that's not your true significant other. At the end of the day, if it makes you happy and it's your decision of making a big change for yourself, then do it. You know, I always say this to every person, whether it's my siblings, whether it's my parents, whether it's my friends, whether it's my boyfriend, whether it's a complete stranger. I've let go of myself in I really let go of myself in 2017 and 2018. I really lost myself. I feel like I lost my identity. And like, because I had a big change that happened in my life. And a very unexpected negative change was because of my health. I had a lot of health issues that came upon me. And at 17, 18 years old, you don't expect to hear like you got these two conditions, and then you hear from your doctor's appointment that you could possibly have a struggle of having babies. It was like, it was a big change for me. And you know, I had over the years, when I first got diagnosed with my two conditions, I had to put myself as a priority, because all these years I really thought there was like something wrong with me, and I never really took care of myself. I never really cared to take care of myself, and I never seen a dramatic change in my weight, or I never seen dramatic changes. And it wasn't because I wasn't trying, or I wasn't active, or I wasn't trying to change my diet. It was because a big change happened in my life that I had to start putting myself as a priority and actually take care of myself. So yeah, putting yourself as a priority when it comes to moving in silence is the most important thing. Nobody, like I said, toxic people are not going to want you to basically put yourself first. If you don't put yourself first in any situation, people are going to say, oh, you're making a stupid decision about having a baby at this age. You know, a lot of people are raised different ways, and a lot of people just, how do I say it? Like, they just have a different way of doing things. And not everybody wants to go to college after high school. And not everybody wants to have a baby at the age of 30. And not everybody wants to buy their first apartment by the age of 35. You know, everybody has a different timing for things. Things happen for a reason, and I always say this to every person, and I'm saying it to you guys, that everything happens for a reason. Whether it's a big change or a bad change, it happens for a reason, and it's the most biggest eye-opener for you and for your happiness, and it makes you really be true to yourself, and it makes you open up like, dang, maybe I did make the right decision. Even if it's like, not even like a big change, like whether it's like a good thing, sometimes like a negative thing, like leaving somebody that's like if you're dating them and they're like cheating on you secretly, or they're just toxic and you're just not happy anymore, that is a positive change, and people will look at that as a negative, but they don't know what you're going through. So people really are quick to judge when it comes to making big moves for yourself in silence. So that's why I say to take out negativity and toxic people that you may know that might be rooting for you to not actually accomplish these things for yourself. Another thing I want to say is, when you're moving in silence, it does not mean, and if you want privacy, it does not mean to post it on social media. Okay? I am a YouTuber. I am considered an influencer, and I have people, a bunch of people that watch me. Some days I have good days with my videos, and some days I have a bunch of people watching me. Why okay, there's things that I'm allowed to share with you guys. I could tell you guys everything that has happened in my life. And then there's going to be people that are going to be commenting under my video and basically bringing their toxic energy to me. So like certain things I share with you guys, I choose to share. You don't have to share everything on social media. And as a YouTuber influencer, I'm giving you guys my advice of how I would do it. If you are a person that wants to become a YouTube influencer like then definitely take my advice of don't post your whole life on social media unless you choose to share certain big changes that are happening. Because it's like why want toxicity and like people's comments if you, that's the thing. When you post your business, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what else? I don't know what else. OnlyFans, I don't know. But when you post your business, like, oh, I'm buying my first apartment, oh, I'm getting married, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, and then when you post it on social media, it's like you're expecting a good comment, but you're not going to get that. Because people are going to judge you because you're either moving too fast with a person or you're just not making, they're going to say you're not making the right decision. You need to have more time to think because you just got out of this relationship. Or, oh, I don't think it's a good idea to move to this other state. Or, oh, I don't think it's a good idea to have a baby. You're going to get comments. And if you can't handle judgment, then don't post it on social media. That's the one important thing about moving in silence. Just do it for you. Don't do it for you and the whole world. Do it just for you. Because at the end of the day, once your business is out on social media, you cannot take that back. Yes, you could click a nice little button that says delete, but one person that sees your status or your video or whatever it is, people are just going to be like, behind closed doors. They're going to be talking to this person. They're going to be telling this person your business. They're going to be telling this person. Yada, yada, yada. It's going to be like, and then you get a whole nother, and then it comes back to you, and you hear a whole nother thing, and then you go on a rant again on Facebook or something, and you're like, oh, you want people to stay out of your business, but then you're the one that posted it. No. You can't get mad if people are giving misinformation because you basically gave misinformation yourself. So if you tell people that you're going to do this big change and you're going to do this and that, you don't have to announce it to anybody. You don't need that clarification from no one. You need it for yourself. You need it for whoever you're with. You need it for whatever situation it is. It really depends on the situation. That's why I keep throwing in random scenarios like moving and like a couple and like a baby and like getting your first apartment and a car and things like that. Just don't post it on social media. It's not necessary, and I get that it's an exciting thing, but once you have those things in your hand, if you're ready to show that, like, oh my god, I got my first apartment, oh my god. But I genuinely feel, guys, from the bottom of my heart, the people that you should tell, this is my next tip, the people that you should tell is the people that you know are not rooting for badness for you, your true friends and family. Because let me tell you, there are some family members that are silently wishing a downfall for you. And there are friends out there that are wishing a downfall for you. Not everybody is going to be happy for you. So, the whole point of this video, guys, is I wanted to give you guys my advice and my tips about moving in silence. Because I've learned, I see other people do it on my social medias about big things that are happening, and then they don't turn out right for them. Either because something happened. You know, people are always changing. Every day people are evolving. Big changes are happening. The world is shifting. You know, there's just different things that happen that life throws at you. And sometimes that's okay, because sometimes life throws things at you for a reason. And sometimes it's like when those things get thrown at you, it's like a pause. Like maybe this is a sign, like, to not make that drastic change just yet. So I hope you guys listen to my advice, and I hope this was like good advice for you guys, and I hope that it's I'm genuinely being genuine in this video, because I feel like a lot of people struggle with that about moving in silence, and I feel like this is such an important topic to talk about. But I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, a comment, and let me know down in the comments what you guys think about my video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.